Greetings, Benjamin J. from BENZTRAINZ with another in the series. Well, look what has just arrived. A Marx 3000. Now, I found this on eBay for 11 bucks. And as you see, it's far from perfect. It's missing the 2 jewels. Someone has tried to paint it, it looks like, with some kind of brown paint. And this is pre-war. This is 1938, something like that. Handrails are missing. And the motor was just absolutely trashed. Now, if you look at the side plates on this motor, you can see how bent they are. Someone, I have no idea why, pried one of the rear wheels off. And this gear, the intermediate gear, was missing, completely missing. And the wheel had spun on the axle. See, what people do is, if you don't have a wheel puller, they pry them off till they get some space, and then they grab them, hold one of them, and then start twisting them to get them off the axle. And eventually it will come off. But every time you twist it, that hole gets bigger. This is pot metal. That hole gets bigger. So by the time you've twisted enough to pull it off, when you try to press it back on, it doesn't fit the axle anymore. It just spins. And that's what was going on with that wheel. Actually, this wheel. So what I did was, notice this has the early spoke wheels. This is an early locomotive, like I said, 1938, pre-war. So I installed a Baldwin driver rather than a spoke, because I had this drive wheel with a 999 push rod on it. So I just pressed that on in place, cleaned the bearings, got it up and running. And this is going to be his first trip around the rail. I ran it on the bench, and it's in poor condition. I bought this just for the motor, actually, because it had a 999 motor. But I didn't know there was that much wrong with it. Fortunately, I had the parts to fix it. So, in any case, getting ready to put this on the rail, take it around and see how we do. Pulling 20 Marx cars, plastic Marx cars. A Marx 3000 pre-war, I think it's 1938, 11 bucks. Let's see how this goes. And the E unit works. It's running. That's about 60% power. So this may break loose as it runs. This is an old locomotive. The first time it's been on the rail probably as long as I've been alive. But it's running. In any case, what I'm going to do is refinish this one. And I would just strip it, since the handrails are already gone. I'll just strip this, mask off the pilot, and respray it, respray the finials. Probably metallic black or something. There's no way to save the nickel. The nickel's already gone on the front, and the nickel back here will go as soon as I take this paint off. So, but the 3000 is an interesting locomotive. It has really high side plates on it. And these come in lots and lots of different variations. The Canadian Pacific, the 3000, 395, the 495. And it's just minor differences of, some of them have jewels on the front, some of them have jewels here, just like the 898. Round stacks. These are tear-shaped. So anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video on this. 11 bucks, and I don't know, this took about an hour to fix it, something like that. But it's a lot of fun buying these old engines. And this is an old engine, 1938. That was a long time ago. And it's was completely original until I replaced that drive wheel. But I might just go ahead and replace them all. I've got a full set. And it's got a bit of a wobble in it, so I think the front axle is bent as well. I don't know why People do that. I mean, prying these things off with a screwdriver just is not the way to do it. And just to straighten out this frame, you got to pull all the wheels off just to be able to get to all this, to actually straighten it back out again. It's unfortunate that people do that. But on the other hand, it wouldn't have been 11 bucks if it was in perfect condition. It would have been 35. So $11 and an hour's time, something like that. And remember, the whole point of doing this series of videos is ways to do this cheap. And what I keep saying is, if you have a supply of parts, you can fix anything you find, anything. And if you can get it cheap and throw a couple of parts on it that you have, you're not out anything. And the next one that arrives that you can't fix, just strip the parts off of it, and it maintains your supply. But, you know, I buy the cheapest stuff I can find. And it's the bottom of the barrel stuff that no one else bids on. And yet, 99% of it so far is running. And with just a little bit of minor changes, just adding some epoxy putty to fill these holes, give it a light sanding when you strip the paint off, you'd never know those holes were there. And you can repaint this and make this thing look new by day after tomorrow. Really, really fun. It's a lot of fun to do this stuff, to just take these old dilapidated junk engines that no one else wanted and put a few minutes work in them, and you have a running locomotive. None of the locomotives that I have are perfect, none of them, but they all run well. That's the thing. And they're all completely functional. So this was done on a shoestring budget, but that's the whole idea, I think. Anyway, buy them cheap, fix them, find another one. My wife Robin used to say I was addicted to it. Now she says I'm obsessed with it. But there are worse things to be obsessed with besides model trains. Anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video on this. Marx 3000 from eBay, 11 bucks. You really can't beat that. And even though I had to fix it, I had $11 worth of fun just repairing the motor. So a lot of fun to do this stuff. And it's far from perfect, but it's sitting here running. And this was its first run on the rail. So after I've had it here for a day or so and getting things straightened up, this is going to be a fairly decent running engine. But I just wanted to do a video on it. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email, BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.